Hello and welcome to Dabbling in Journals, and today I'm doing a new setup in my brown regular size Traveller's notebook from Traveller's Company. As you can see, I have some charms on here. This is from Namado store and has a lucky turtle on it, and this is the Traveller's notebook suitcase charm from Traveller's Factory, and I have a little gingerbread man on the back which my partner gifted to me and I love it. So even though it's not Christmas, I keep it there. And then inside I have two pockets from Traveller's Company. I've put a chic sparrow pen loop on here. It's one of their stick-on pen loops. And then I've put a little plastic card holder from Traveller's Company just to hide. I've just stuck it over the top to hide that pen loop. Now the first thing I want to do is I'm going to condition this leather because it's looking really dry, and whilst I love the look of the scratches, I do want to make sure that I'm preserving the leather. So I'm just taking some moisturising balm. This is actually a shoe one, it comes from Clark's shoe shop in the UK, but any sort of moisturising balm is absolutely fine to use on leather. If it's made for leather, it should be fine. Oh, and it feels like it's nearly all gone. Maybe I won't be moisturising my leather. Let's see. Oh, there's a little bit left. A little bit left. There we go. And I've just got a bamboo cloth. You can use any cloth, obviously. And I'm just going to. Now, some people obviously are much fussier than me, and they would take out all their strings, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to. And ooh, everything's just fell off my shelf because I'm rubbing. That was a bit of a surprise. Lucky that didn't trigger my PTSD. I'm not very good with surprises. I'm just spreading it out and buffing it in. And I'm sure all my lovely scratches will come back. Do that down the centre where it seemed particularly dry. Okay, now I'm going to leave that to soak in while I do my dashboard. So if you watched my last video where I was setting up my bullet journal, I started making the dashboard for this journal. I just took a piece of craft card, I took some matte medium, a napkin, this beautiful coffee napkin because I'm going for a coffee theme, and I just glued it onto my piece of card and then covered it with more glue, and I've just trimmed the edges. So I'm going to decorate this one now. I'm just taking my little thing, my little pouch, to see what I have in here. Oh, I've got a little bit of lace. Oh, I think that would look really nice on there, wouldn't it? Oh, and I had some new bits and pieces from a Happy Mail, which I think the video will have gone up yesterday or the day before. And I remember there was some really nice bits in this. If you haven't seen that video, do have a look. It's beautiful what she made for me. Oh, look, these have jumped out at me. I've got a heart. It's so pretty. I've got a little heart which goes with that coffee, I think, and the lacy design goes with the lace. And then I've got a Traveller's Notebook sticker, so I think that would look nice. I'm going to go back in here because I think in here I have some really pretty string. I was sure that I had some string. Oh, it's here. It's right here in front. Oh, that's nice as well, isn't it? Let me leave that out. Yes, look at this lovely twine. Which one would be nice? I think just that creamy one. If I can find the end, which I can. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off a piece of that, and this was gifted to me by Snippets and Scraps. I try to remember who gave me what, but it's really difficult. Everything is all lovely and I love everything, and I've never been gifted anything I didn't want to use, so I've been really, really lucky, but it's hard to remember. I have to go back and look at my unboxing videos. So I'm just threading that through, and this little heart was from a recent Happy Mail I received from Kiwi Penguin. My dog's just come in, she's heard something. So, oh, I think I'll just have it like that with it. This lace is a bit wide, isn't it? Let's cut a little trim off a little piece of the lace. So I could have that, I could have that. What else could I put on here? I have, where would it be? In this little pocket that's going back in my traveller's notebook, I've got some bits of paper. Ooh, I've got this Polish paper that Mary sent me, and somewhere, I think it's here, I have some German paper that Kiwi Penguin sent me. Oh no, that's not it. I'm sure she sent me some German paper. This was it. This was it. I'm just going to take a circle punch, and cut out some circles. So one Polish and one German, and that makes me think about my lovely Happy Mail friends that send me things. I've got 2 pieces there. Lovely. Do I want 3 though? I always think things look nice in 3s, don't they? But I've got other things that I want to stick on here, so I think 2 will be enough. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do my little circles. I might just have them peeking out like that. What do you think? And then this one here. Ooh. And then I might put a wax seal on here. Okay, let's see how that goes. I'm going to start sticking. So the first thing to stick on is the lace. So if I just put some glue, oops, and stick my lace on. And then I've got my really pretty little heart with the lovely twine. Do you call this twine? I don't know. I'm going to stick that on. Just putting a little bit of glue, because if I want to change my dashboard, I might want to save some of the bits. We'll see. And then I was going to put some little circles, like so. And so. And then this is a sticker, I think. Yeah. My traveller's notebook sticker. And then I think I might put, where's my folder? I might put a little coffee cup. I'm sure I've got some coffee stickers in here. Getting in a right pickle, as always. Yes, I thought I did. Again, this is another Happy Mail gift. And I'm thinking I might put a little bit of coffee, a little tiny coffee cup. That was next to impossible to get off. I'm going to put it there, and I think maybe the coffee beans are too. Oh, I like that one. Let's pop this like so. And then I thought I would do a wax seal, because I haven't used a wax seal for a while. And I have this lovely stamp, a wax seal stamp that my son gifted me, which is a tortoise, because my son has a tortoise called Tobias. He's a little Horsfield Mediterranean tortoise. They're originally from Afghanistan, but you're not allowed to import them. So this one was bred in the UK. Right, so I have a candle which I need to light. And I think I've only got 1 match left. So let's hope it doesn't blow out. Okay. And then you need a little spoon and obviously some wax to melt. Now you do have to be quite patient to do this, because it does take a while for the wax to melt, but once you've got a whole bowl full of wax, you can put your melting stick to one side, making sure it doesn't set fire to anything. She says. me with my shaky hands. So my wax is nice and molten and wet and liquefied, or whatever the right word is. So I blow out my candle and hope I don't need it again because I have no more matches. And I'm just going to, scary, I'm just going to pour it on here, like so. Put it to one side, bearing in mind it's hot. And then I think that might have been too hot. Look, it's all bubbling. Let's see if I can get my tortoise around the right way. Put my tortoise in, and I'm just going to leave it there. I don't know how long for. Are any of you good at doing this? I wonder if that's enough. Not sure. Yes. And there we go. I have my little wax seal with a tortoise on. So I'm really pleased with that because it was fun and it was something different. And I think that looks like a really pretty dashboard. I like it. So I am going to just wait for that to dry so that I can then pop it into my notebook. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that to dry, this is looking as if it has kind of soaked in. So I'm just going to give it a quick rub. Make sure there's no excess. I don't think there's any excess balm because it was so dry, this leather. And now it's all nicely conditioned. So I've lost all my scratches, but as I say, look, they will easily come back if I want them. Okay, so let's set up the notebook. Now I did notice that this pocket is starting to disintegrate. So I'm just going to get a little bit of glue. When you're doing a new setup, it's a good time to do your repairs. So just a little tiny bit. I'm just using tacky glue just to repair that pocket rather than buy a new one, because all these things, it all adds up. And hopefully that's now fixed my pocket. Not sure if it has. Let's put a clip on it and see what happens when it dries. Okay, so in this notebook I have this folder that I had in here before and that I wanted to keep in here because I really love it. And this again was a Happy Mail gift from one of my lovely subscribers. I love the owl here, and it's really handy to have a folder in here. I've got a clip there that I can take off now because I just did a little repair where it started. The glue sometimes, when you do handmade folders, the glue sometimes gives up the ghost and you have to fix it. And then I have my B-size and Rarities pocket. So how did I have this? I think I had my dashboard. I'm going to be taking this piece out because I've got my new one when it's dry to pop in. And this card I'm going to keep. So my dashboard was attached to this folder, I believe. So I'm just going to pop that back in, like so. I'm not changing the back dashboard because I like it. I've got pictures there of my son and granddaughters when they were a little younger, and I love them. And I love this Traveller's Notebook postcard, which I think will always be in my setup. And I like the fact that I have these plastic folders, which I believe you can buy from Sheep Sparrow. Mine came from Foxy Fix, but I don't think Foxy Fix are around anymore. The Sheep Sparrow do lovely ones, so that's fine. I think my zipper wallet can go around here. And then obviously I want some inserts. So this is just a plain insert, which I think I'm going to be using for my memory keeping. So that's going to need decorating, but I'll pop that in. Just get myself all organised. And then I thought I would use my B-Sides and Rarities super lightweight paper insert that Mel, one of my subscribers, gifted to me. She's so kind and generous and finds all these unusual things for me. And this is the super lightweight paper. So I'm going to have a go with this one. So I'm going to pop this one in here in the middle. And I think that is more than enough. I have got my folder full of stickers that will go in this pocket when it's dry. And I'm thinking I might put this lovely coffee postcard that came from Carol when she sent me coffee from this company, which was absolutely delicious. I'm going to keep that postcard on the back, and I've got this little coffee clip that didn't come from Carol. Who sent me the coffee clip? Was it Suzanne or Marie? Can't remember who sent the coffee clip, but I love it. It's a lovely clip. So I'm going to keep my postcard there, and then I've got another clip on the other side I can clip things into if I want to. And I don't need to really decorate this because it's already got the embossing from the Traveller's Notebook company, but I might put a date sticker on there. I've got some date stickers that I bought in the deco pack. Let's see if any of those look nice. Got those ones, and I've got this one. So let us see. Well, the colours are perfect, and I love the fact this insert's orange and this insert is orange, and my little folder is orange. So, and orange is my favourite colour. So which one shall I put on here? I've got the horse, or the 2002 Odyssey, or the Traveller's Notebook is like a movie soundtrack and brings back memories. Oh, I think I'm going to use that one. And I'm just going to stick that there on the front of my notebook. So not much customization, but a little bit. Let's see if my dashboard is dry. Yes, all dry now. So I have my little dashboard, and I've just noticed, I think, would that sticker look nice on here? All life needs is courage, imagination, and a traveller's notebook. I don't know. Or I might pop it down there on the back. And I'm going to pop my dashboard into my plastic holder. And obviously, if you don't have a plastic holder, it doesn't matter. You can just do a double size and fold it over and wrap it around your notebook. It doesn't have to be in plastic, especially if you change them often, because they don't need to last as long then, do they? And I got that little bit poking out. Okay. Oh, I really like that. I'm really pleased with that. Okay, good. So let's see if that glue's dried. Not quite, so I'm just going to leave that like that. I'm going to put my writing board, shall I put it back in the front or shall I put it in my folder? I think I'll keep it in the front pocket here where it's easy to access. And so 2 more things I want to do. I want to decorate my insert, and then I want to test this paper to see what it's like, and I'll have a think about what I'm going to do with it. But I'm just going to take a brief break to look after my dogs. I'm back, and my dogs have been played with, have had training games, have been out, etc, etc, so they're all happy and sleeping. So I'm just going to decorate this insert now. Ooh, where did that come from? That came out of a Happy Mail. Let me move that out of the way and think about decorating this insert. So the first thing I'm going to do is distress it. Let me just move my bookmark so it doesn't get inky. Okay, so I've done that. Get those out of the way. I really like this orange actually, this doily that came from Kiwi Penguin, so I'm going to keep that out. And I'd already pulled this out because I think this is gorgeous. So the lovely girl at Snippets and Scraps made me this. It's a classic-y card and she's added some little bits of paper and it says to be open to whatever comes next, which I think is a lovely sentiment for a journal. So I want to make that sort of my feature piece. Now what would look nice with that? I possibly put one of my girl stickers. I quite like those on the front. If I've got one that goes. I'm thinking about picking up the dark red. I like her little pixie hat, but she has more red. I think I'm going to go with the one with the red hair. Okay, is that going to be too much, I wonder? So I always tend to go in opposite corners, do not know why. And I like to add some little scraps of paper behind and some washi tape. Now looking at this, I've got sort of dark red and black colours, as well as the sort of natural colour. So I'm just going to have a look and see whether I've got any washi tape. And these are all washi tapes that have been gifted to me. How lucky am I? I've got some black ones there. There's a black camera one, that would be good. These are really pretty too, but I can't have all of them, can I? So let me think. I'm going to use some of these black ones, which means I want some black and white paper. So let's see what I can find. Oh, I've got this really cool paper. So I'm going to take a piece of this, ripped off, perhaps for this corner so that the lovely little pieces stick out. And then shall we do a piece down the bottom as well? I'm just sort of doing my design first before I stick everything down so I know what I would like where. I'm thinking something like that, and I want some of the black washi. I want the cameras. I think I like the cameras at the top. Oh, there's a little daisy. Where's that come from? Okay, I'm going to start with this lovely paper that I was gifted, and I don't need to glue it all down because I like it to look sort of ruffled. And then I wanted some of the camera washi that's on here because I put lots of photographs in my memory keeping journal, so a camera washi feels like a good one to have on the front. Shall I stop it about there? I'm getting in a pickle. There we go. So I'm just going to put that along the top. I wish I'd put it. Is it too late? I guess that's all glued on. I wish it'd gone a bit further that way. Oh, it'll all come off, won't it? A bit further that way. Always changing my mind. A bit more glue. Oh, that's better. Because I wanted that little piece to show. This is really quite easy decoration. I'm just thinking, look at that, there's that really fantastic thick washi there. Shall I pop some of that underneath? What does this one say? With love. Ooh. And then my paper and my girl. What do we think? And do I want anything else? I forgot actually, I had some stickers from my partner I was thinking of using. I don't think I want another girl. Oh, I might add that little mailbox, which is in a dark red colour. And then I've got some dark red washi, which I think looks nice. So I'm going to add a little bit down here and a little bit going that way. Oh, I haven't actually stuck that on. So I've managed to incorporate lots of bits from different Happy Mail friends, which is really nice. And I really like how that cover's turned out. I always say that because of course I like it, because I've chosen everything. Although a lot of it's gifted to me and then I put it together how I like it, I guess. Okay, now I want to do the back. And I was thinking that I would like to use this on the back, so I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, so I could put that sort of there, and I got out this twine because it's orangey. It's very similar to some twine I was gifted, but it's coloured, and of course the orange is going to be miles away. There's some sort of orange and red, and I could incorporate some of that, couldn't I? I want some of the red and the orange showing, so I'm going to put, I wonder if it will fit through one of these holes. That's quite a big hole. This is it's actually called yarn, I've remembered. It's called Avril yarn, or at least mine is. Yeah, Avril. And I got it from Cute Things from Japan. If anybody, and they do lots of different ones. I'm sure there's other sellers as well, and they are really pretty, and they're lovely for wrapping presents because they're really unusual, and there's so many. It's like everything, once you buy a couple you want to start collecting them. There, I've got my little bow. So I've got my little piece of yarn on there that I wanted. What do we think? It's just to give a different texture, I suppose. I'm going to have a look in this one. Ooh, that colour goes, doesn't it? Okay. So I've just pulled out a couple of bits that I think will match. So what I'm doing is just looking for orangey coloured things and seeing what would look nice. I really like that, actually. That piece of paper. Oh, there's that one. Quite like that black one, I think. So I'm going to, I really like this too. I think I'm going to go with that one for this. And then I maybe a stamp here. Or I could have gone for a sticker. Oh, that's a sort of orangey coloured stamp. Is that a bit too orange? Does anybody else keep old stamps? Trying to decide. That's too big. And it clashes too much with that. That, I think that looks too busy. Let me see what I've got in here. This is a little envelope. Oh, there's some lovely bits in this one. Oh, I can't decide. Unless, instead of going with that black one, I go with that creamy colour. And then that one's not fighting so badly. And maybe a girl sticker. Oh. Oh, I'm getting there. I like that. That one says make it happen. Just like a little cluster there. You know, I think I'm going to go with that kind of look. Okie dokie, let's see how it ends up. I don't know how I decide what I'm going to do. I just fiddle about with the pieces until I like the way they look, and then I glue them on. I'm not sure how I'm making. Somebody asked me how I was making my decisions, and I don't know. How do I make my decisions? I want to try this really thin washi. Where shall I put it? Have I stuck that on? Yeah. Put a little bit of that really thin washi there. That'll hold those bits all in place. And I'm going to have a bit going that way. I do like things to go in different directions. And when you've got things like sticking out like this of a cluster, I suppose I try to do it, it's not symmetrical obviously, but I try to get a sort of general shape going. I think that's what I'm doing anyway. It's hard to know. And then this really pretty flower sticker can just go across, across where they meet. And this says, make it happen. Okay. It's a nice positive phrase. Make it happen. And where shall I put that? There. Okay, so after a lot of indecision and getting out lots of things that I now have to tidy away, I really like this. I need to remember to use this. So, decorated my front and my back, and I want to pop that back into my notebook. Here we go. It's my lovely new dashboard and my journal all ready for 2022. So I just want to pop in my pen. So I've got my brass Eco, are they called Eco Sport, that I have in the front, my fountain pen, and then in the back I just clip on a pencil in case I want to use a pencil. So just clip that onto the back. And oh, the last thing I was just going to try was the paper in the super lightweight insert. So I thought I would use this insert for my daily personal use of my tarot cards. I do have other tarot journals, but I really wanted one in here, and I use those in slightly different ways. Now what I thought I would do today is just try the paper. And so what I tend to do when I get a new notebook and it's a new paper to me, don't know what you lot do. Do you try it at the back? I always try and find the middle page and take it out. Because I'm so scared of spoiling a new insert, I suppose. I can't find the middle. Where is the middle? There is no middle. There it is. So I am going to take out the middle page, she says. And now nobody will ever know that I've taken out that middle page. Well, apart from everybody who's just watched me do it on YouTube. Of course you know. And I haven't decided how I'm going to decorate this. And it's going to be really good fun trying a completely different paper for a completely new project. And I don't know where it's going to take me. And I'm really looking forward to it. But first of all, as I said, I want to try using the paper and see how it is, how it works, how it writes. Now, the pen that I use most often is my brass Eco, so I want to try that on it. So if I write brass, now this pen has a broad nib. I'm just going to get a pencil board because I can feel my tablecloth. So that's, and it doesn't look that broad on this paper, does it? So that's that one. I also often use my Twsbi Eco, and this has a stub nib, so it's an even broader nib. I think like on normal paper they look thicker than that. I don't know, perhaps they don't. Let me just try one which is a fine nib. So this is another Eco Sport, but it's got a fine nib in it, and let's see what that looks like. I don't know, I suppose it does look a little bit finer, but it's not much. It's not as much difference as you'd notice on other paper. So that's really interesting. Say I wanted to use a coloured pencil, how would that look? Well, it lays down on here absolutely fine. The paper's not super smooth because I can see little flecks of the paper that are being missed by the pencil. So it's not super smooth. I wonder if it's the same on both sides. Oh well, look at that. You have no bleed through from any of those things. Let me try. This is a Sakura Micron Pigma. Saying hello to myself. How weird is that? And let's try a thicker one. I mean, that is a 0.7, so that's quite a thick one. Let's see if we got any bleed. No, nothing. Now what about if I want to write on the other side? Is that going to bother me that I can see the ghosting through? Let's have a look. I think you'd have to be really careful about how you were designing your page. Let's try a little bit of washi tape. So say I was doing one of my little designs that I like to do with a little bit of washi tape. Let's take another colour. Ooh, it's that brown one again. I must use those recently because they match. Look, they were on the top. And if I wanted to put, I don't know, a scrap of paper. So I wanted to put this little scrap with the coffee beans and stick that on. I was looking on YouTube and I couldn't see very much in the way of flip throughs of anybody using this insert. So I know that's not very artistic, but I just want to see if that were in my book, how would that show through? Okay, now I'm thinking this colour ink that I have in my Eco brass ghosts the least rather than the darker colour ones. And yeah, what if I write where that washi tape is? I'm sorry, I'm just playing. Hello. Hello. I think it's going to be a really fun and challenging exercise to try and use this paper to do nice, aesthetically pleasing, or at least aesthetically pleasing to me, spreads in this notebook. I can't wait. What a fun challenge. And oh my goodness, it's going to take me a week to tidy up my desk. So let me just recap then. I'm going to keep the rest of this paper, by the way, so that anything new I want to try in this journal, I've got a little bit of scratch paper, which is the same paper to practice on. Hope I don't fall in love with it because I think it's limited edition. So my journal, I did my dashboard. I did decoration on the front and the back of my memory keeping insert, so that's all ready to go. I have my super lightweight paper to try. I've got lots of bits and pieces ready for using in here. I've mended my pocket. I can pop that back. Oops. I can pop that back in. Is it holding? No. Maybe I'll have to buy a new pocket. I don't know. We'll get a stronger glue. Didn't work at all. Look. Okay. Worth knowing. You can't glue it with tacky glue. And thank you so much everybody for joining me. I hope you found something interesting or useful in that. And I look forward very, very much to your comments and to seeing you again soon.